this is back in the live play of the Phillies versus the Miami Marlins for Game 2 of the Game 2 of the 3-game series. And the Phillies game 47, 74 and 61 the season. The Marlins game 55 and 79 in the season. Yeah, hope we win Game 2. And pitching for the Phillies tonight will be Barry Carlton. And pitching for the Marlins tonight will be Trevor Rogers. So let's see how the Phillies can do tonight and how we get our second win. Oh yeah, and also in other news, guys, Amanda Sosa is in the lineup again tonight because he did go last night with the end that home run and everything. So he did do that. So he's in the lineup tonight. So there's no Bryce to stop, which I can understand what Thompson was doing. So that's a good understanding right there. So that's a good understanding right there. So, because he's good against, all these and stuff. So, and we hope Barcelona plays better tonight. So we hope that's another thing. And we hope that Barcelona plays better than he did last night. So, just to make up for, to make up for, do better. But he's going to do last night. He did that walk-up run to bring in Barcelona. That was really cool. And here we go, baby. Like going to the man. All right, about to get the game started, yo. Hey. And I saw other news too. Remember I did yo? But his team, the Niners, got a game tonight too. So their game starts at 7:05. So they got a game too. So hope he does well in his game because hope that. And here goes the line for my Marlins. We got Charlie Button, Gary Cooper, Usman Garcia, Julian Wyndham, Jacob Stanley, Jared Newton, Vernon, Jay LaCruz, Jason Red, and Miguel Rojas. And that is your Miami Marlins starting lineup. Let's see how this is going to turn out, yo. Yeah, my boy. And also my boy Marshy's in the center field tonight. You know my boy Marshy, yes. My boy Marshy out there in the center field. You know it's going to be a good time. Marshy's out there, you know it's about to be a good time. They're going to run something. Who hit a home run last night game. Yeah, my Spanish boy. Yeah, Linda Sosa. You can hear the yeah, see, I'm going to start saying Spanish when he comes up because that's all y'all do there. Alright, here we go, y'all. About to kick this game off right here. It's Phillies, it's Marlins. Going down to the Citizen Park. Game 2 of the 3-game series starts right now. So coming up to bat for the Marlins, we had Charlie McLean coming up to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 0 outs. Tyler first. Here we go. Very funny. Got a face coming for you. Charles going away. Sweet that was going all the way up. And go right into the stands. And that is strike one. And that's on one. Oh, you swing it down. That's a foul ball, and that's on one. And very probably got another face coming for you, Charles. Get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And very ball. You got another base company. Charles and Raymond. On the catching gun. That's a ball too. That's a 2-1. And very ball. You got another base company. Charles and Raymond. Oh, Alan Ball caught it. Throw the first to Reese Hoskins. Not. Oh, he overthrew Reese Hoskins. Hell, well, that's a single. And Charlie Lee Blackman, wait. And Charlie Lee Blackman advances the first base. And that's an arrow. That's an arrow right there. That's an arrow. That's an arrow right there. How you vote? Please pass it. Come on, your teammate. On the next event for the Marlins, we had Gary Cooper. On the next event for the Marlins, we got 1 player in first base, 0 outs. Top of the first, here we go. And everybody got to fix it. We get ready for it. And the catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And everybody got to fix it. We get ready for it. And the catch is good. That's a ball too. That's a 2-0. And everybody got another fix it. We get ready for it. And the catch is good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-0. And everybody got another fix it. We get ready for it. And the catch is good. That's strike 1. That's a 3-1. And everybody got another fix it. We get ready for it. Oh, right to the game. And that's a single. And Gary Cooper advances to the first base. And Charlie Charles Lee Brandon advances to second base. What's that shit called then? And the next event for the Marlins, we have Alfonso Garcia comes next event for the Marlins. We got 1 player on first base and second base, 0 outs. Top of the first, here we go. Ready for it, you got a pitch, gonna be Alfonso Garcia, ready for it. And the catch is good, that's a ball, that's a 1-0. And ready for it, got no pitch, gonna be Alfonso Garcia, ready for it. And the catch is good, that's a ball too, that's a 2-0. And ready for the picture where Wilson go see you, get ready for it. You swing at that one, that's a foul ball, and that's a 2-1. And ready for got no picture where Wilson go see you, get ready for it. Right now, catch the jerk, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-0, that's a 3-1. And ready for got no picture for you, Wilson go see you, get ready for it. You swing at that one. Oh, we start calling throwing the muscles in. Oh. Gary Cooper tried to slide in the second base, but Gary Cooper is out. And that's a single, and the run stealer Garcia advances the first base. Charles McGregor advances the third base, and Gary Cooper is out at second base. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we have Joey Wendell. Coming up the next to bat for the Marlins, we got Marlins players on first base and third base. 1 out, top of the first. Here we go. Ready for you got a pitch coming for you, Joey. You ready for the runner catches up? That's a ball. That's a 1 out. You ready for it? You got another pitch coming for you, Joey. You ready for it? Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That's a 1-1. You ready for it? You got another pitch coming up for you, Joey. You ready for it? He's swing that one. Oh, well, he's gonna call the throw first 3 times in time. And Jerry Wendell is out. Jerry Wendell is out. But Jerry Wendell scores a run. And the Marlins get the first one scored and top of the first. So scored, the Marlins have 1 run, the Phillies have 0 runs. The Marlins got the first one scored and the top of the first. Thanks to Charles McGregor. And also, Afonso Garcia advances to third base. And then when that goes to extra innings, they stop the second base going for a double. Joey Wendell on the season with him. So one play to a pitch of the resides and reason Joey Wendell got the first base back. He will take no one that first base. They come to the next to bat for the Marlins. We got Jacob Stone for the Marlins. We got 1 run for at first base. 2 outs, top first, here we go. I'll say it again. The pitcher of the resides and reason Joey Wendell got the first base back. He will take no one at first base. And Randy probably got a pitch coming for you, Jacob. Get ready for it. Run that catches down. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. There's one of the Marlins. Oh, man. Very positive picture of the picture of Joey. So they were having it called by the shortstop and Ronda Sosa. And that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins have 1 run. The Phillies have 0 runs. And we're moving on to the bottom of the first, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do is that turn to bat at the bottom of the first. And that was 1-0 Marlins. Yes, go ahead on that one. Shout out to you watching this video. Thank you for the 1 like. Hey, people tune in. If you just tuned in, this is the Phillies versus Miami Marlins. Game number 2. Phillies are favorite place. So if you're into baseball, just like, you know, you're a fan of the Phillies or the Marlins, or you're just a fan of baseball in general, this is the right place to be in. And also, if you're in the chat, just let me know you're here. Type in the chat if you are, or if you just like listen to sports commentary, I do that too. I don't just do Philly sports commentary, but I also do like Sixers. I don't do Philly like favorite plays, but I also do Sixers like favorite plays that's coming in October. So if you want to see that, if you want to stick around to see that too, because you know we're going hard for the Phillies this year, we're going hard for the Sixers this year. So you know. That's all, you know, we're doing Philly sports only because, you know, we don't cover nobody else's team. We don't do this. We might do cover other people's teams and stuff, and rather the basketball or the baseball side, but that's only once in a while, but it's not like we do it all the time, so. With the face on, we got Castle and Reside and Alabama, Vice, or JT and G2 and Bad pretty much, and the minus those, and that is your Philly starting lineup. And pitching for the Marlins tonight is Trevor Rogers. So, hope this song go away. I'm sure it's going to strike a few out. We're coming at the bat for the Phillies. We have Kyle Swover coming at the bat for the Phillies, and the Philly Bears on base. This is Rouse, 5 on the first. Here we go. And Trevor Rogers got pitched to the break Chicago ready for it. Ready to catch the strike 1, that's on 1. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch to Chicago ready for it. Swing there. Over the first baseman, right there. And yeah, you call that one. Stepped on the first base, right? And Kyle Swover is out. And the next at bat for the Phillies, we have Reese Hoskins coming next at bat for the Phillies. And no Philly players on base. 1 out, 5 on the first. Here we go. Trevor Rogers got a pitch coming for Reese. Get ready for it. Swing at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's on 1. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for Reese. Get ready for it. He swing at that one. That's another foul ball, and it's 0 2. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for Reese. Get ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 2. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for Reese. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Reese Hoskins is out. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Alec Bohm coming next to bat for the Phillies. The Phillies players on base. 2 outs, 5 on the first. Here we go. Trevor Rogers got a pitch coming up for Alec. Get ready for it. Right, this catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 0. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for y'all to get ready for it. Rogers catches go. That's strike one. That's a 1-1. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for y'all to get ready for it. He swing at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's a 1-2. Everybody's getting ready to come. I hope we get better tonight. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for y'all to get ready for it. He swing at that one. And that's another foul ball, and it's still 1-2. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for y'all to get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And that ball was out, and that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Marlins have 1 run, the Phillies have 3 runs. And that's the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins can do is their turn to bat at the top of the second. And it's still 1-0 Marlins. So what's the guy? And it continues to come to bat for the Marlins. You got no one pass on base. 0 outs, top of the second. Here we go. Everybody got this way. It continues. President gets it. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Everybody got that picture. Is ready for it. And they catch the go. That's strike one. That's a 1-1. So that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-1. And everybody got that picture. Is going to run the catch the strike two. That's a 1-2. And everybody got that picture. Run the catch the strike three. And good. And continue his own. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we have Brian David Cruz coming next to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. One out, top of the second. Here we go. Ready, buddy, got a pitch for you, Brian. Get ready for it. On the catch, that's a ball. That's a 1-0. Ready, buddy, got another pitch for you, Brian. Get ready for it. And you swing at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's a 1-1. And really, buddy, got another pitch for you, Brian. You swing at a high rate. It is caught by Sylvia Brandon Marsh. And Brian David Cruz is out. So they come next to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 2 outs, top of the second. Here we go. Bailey probably got a pitch going to be JJ ready for it. Rhino catches Joe. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Bailey probably got another pitch going to be JJ ready for it. Swing that one. That's high over there. Spot down. Who won't catch it? And it's called by Reese Hoskins. And that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins have 1 run. The Phillies have 0 runs. And we move on to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do with their turn to bat at the bottom of the second. And it's still 1-0 Marlins. Yeah, let's talk about the champion. I was review. MVP, MVP, Harvard Nation, Harvard Nation. We got Boston coming next to bat for the Phillies. The Phillies players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Jerry Rogers got a face for the Royce Gray where you swing that one. That's a foul ball. That's on 1. And Jerry Rogers got another face coming up for you, Royce Gray where you swing that one. I'm poking the bag. Oh, stuck in the bag. Oh. And the punch is stuck in the bag. And first base bag stuck in the bag in time. And Royce Harvard is out. And Royce broke the bag. Royce broke that bag. That's a cheap baseball bat. You know, for able to break that. On the list of available Phillies, we have JT Readers. On the list of available Phillies, no free players on base. 1 out. Bottom of the second, here we go. Joey Rogers got a pitch. Gonna read JT Rayburn. Running catch is there. Strike one. That's all one. And Joey Rogers got another pitch. Gonna read JT. Get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And Joey Rogers got another pitch. Gonna read JT. Get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-2. And Joey Rogers got another pitch. Gonna read JT. Get ready for it. Running catch is there. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. And Chip Rogers got no pitch coverage. JT get ready for it. Riding catch is good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. And Chip Rogers got no pitch coverage. JT get ready for it. And now he ready catch that strike 3. And JT Reed is out. On the next available phase, we have James Lawrence. On the next available phase, no fair pass on base. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Chip Rogers got a pitch coverage. JT get ready for it. Riding catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-out. And Chip Rogers got another pitch coverage. JT get ready for it. Riding catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2. And Trey Rogers got another pitch coming for the Jays. Get ready for it. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball. And that's a 2-1. And Trey Rogers got another pitch coming for the Jays. Get ready for it. Ready to catch the good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-1. And Trey Rogers got another pitch coming for the Jays. Get ready for it. Swing that with a high hand is called by Miguel Rojas. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Marlins have 1-1. The Phillies have 0 runs. And that is the end of the second, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins' turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins can do with their turn to bat at the top of the third. And it's still one. And it's still 1 of the Marlins. Coming up the bat for the Marlins, we have Miguel Rojas. Coming up the bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 0 outs. Top of the third. Here we go. And really probably got a pitch there before you would get Rojas to Rainbow. Swing that one. Oh, that ball is caught by left fielder Kyle Swarman. And Miguel Rojas is out. Good catch by Kyle Swarman. That was a good diving catch. Can we look at that play one more time? Right there. Here we go. Look at that play. Cause I got this. Woo! Diving catch. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we have Charles Lee. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, and Marlins players on base. 1 out. Top of the third. Here we go. Ready probably got a pitch to Charles. Get ready for it. Right, the catch good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Ready probably got another pitch coming for Charles. Get ready for it. Right, that catch good. That's strike 1. That's a 1-1. And ready probably got another pitch coming for Charles. Get ready for it. Right, that catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-1. And ready probably got another pitch coming for you, Charles. Get ready for it. Right, that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a strike 2. That's a 2-2. And ready probably got another pitch coming for you, Charles. Get ready for it. And you swing at that one. And that's a foul ball, and it's still 2-2. And ready probably got another pitch coming for you, Charles. And swing that one. Reside called it. Running on the way. Stepped in the bag. And Charles Lee wins. He wins. Is out. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we have Gary Cooper coming next to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Ready probably got a pitch coming for you, Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. He swing at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's on 1. And ready probably got another pitch coming for you, Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. And that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And really probably got another pitch coming for you, Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. And that catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-1. And really probably got another pitch coming for you, Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. And that catch is good. That's strike 2. That's a 2-2. And really probably got another pitch coming for you, Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. So we that one. I like the third. And that's a single. And Gary Cooper advances the first base for the Marlins. And the next event for the Marlins, we have also Garcia coming next event for the Marlins. We got one more player on first base, 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. And then he called the other pitch for the other side. Garcia. So, swing and a miss, and that's strike one. That's on one. And then he called the other pitch for the other side. Garcia. Wait, that one called it. He swung that one. That's a foul ball, and that's 0-2. And then he called the other pitch, and the pitch gonna be other side. Garcia. And then catches good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And then he called the other pitch, and the other side. Garcia. And running catch got a strike three. And that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins have 1 run, the Phillies have 0 runs. And we're moving on to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do with their turn to bat at the bottom of the third. And it's still 1-0 Marlins. Oh, it's 5. And that's the back of the page. We got the back of the page. We got the back of the page. No page, page, no page. Zeros. Bottom of the third. Here we go. Trey Wells got a picture. Be ready. Get ready for it. So we down the house right to the game. And that's a single. And Matt Buehler advances the first base for the Phillies. And the next event for the Phillies, we have Brandon Marsh coming the next event for the Phillies. We got one free player on second base. 0 outs. Bottom of the third. Here we go. Oh, wait. And that's actually innings. And Matt Buehler advances to second base. Trey Wells just got a pitch. Gonna be running to get ready for it. When the catch is good, that's a ball, that's a 1-0. Come on, Moshi. And Trevor just got another base coming for you. Ready to get ready for it. When the catch is good, that's strike one, and that's a 1-1. And Trevor just got another base coming for you. Ready to get ready for it. You see that one? Oh, so it's going to first. And the first base we have Cooper in time. And Brandon Marsh is out. And the next event for the Phillies, we have Amanda Sosa coming next event for the Phillies. We got one free player on second base, one out, bottom of the third. Here we go. Jerry Rogers, Jerry Rogers was about to throw that ball over to second base to try to pick off that view, but he went right back to that second base. And Jerry Rogers got a pitch to be Amanda, get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball, that's a 1-0. And Jerry Rogers got another pitch to be Amanda, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one. That's a 1-1. And Trevor Rogers got another Trevor Rogers got another pitch to be around the ready for his sweet air one. That's high there. Going way back there. That ball's gone. Solo home run for Armando Sosa. And the Phillies are on the board. The score is the Marlins have 1-1. The Phillies got 2-1. And the Phillies are taking the lead in the bottom of the third. Thanks to Armando Sosa's solo home run. This is Armando Sosa's second home run and as a Philly, the second home run and of his second home run of the on the season in a Phillies uniform. Armando Sosa hit a second home run in the he hit this is his second home run. He hit his first home run last night. He hit a second home run tonight. This is what I'm talking about. Armando Sosa needs to be in the lineup every freaking night name. I'm sorry, Brian. I'm sorry. Nah. This is what we getting. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. And the next event for the Phillies, we got Kyle Swoop. And the next event for the Phillies, no Phillies bats on base. 1 out, bottom of the third. Here we go. Trevor Rogers got a pitch coming for Kyle. Get ready for it. This catch is good. That's strike one. That's on one. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for Kyle. Get ready for it. He swung at that one, tried to do a 5-1. And that is 5-1. That's 0-2. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for Kyle. Get ready for it. Riding catch is good. That ball hit the dirt. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. So they hit two home runs. It took home runs. Back to back. Home last night. He home again tonight. That's he got 2 home runs on his record on his stat line right now. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch gonna play Calgary for it. Trying to catch a gun. That's a ball too. That's a 2-2. That was something like my social there because the dude hitting home runs. So literally, that's just saying like he actually is that it's saying something. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch gonna play Calgary for it. Trying to catch a gun. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch gonna play Calgary for it. Swing that one. And hit a line drive straight to it shows the right to the shortstop on Charles Langley Raven. And Kyle Swoop is out. That's a great and Kyle Swoop is out. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Reese Hoskins. Coming next to bat for the Phillies. No free players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. And Trevor Rogers got a pitch coming from Reese Gray. He swing that one. And that's a foul ball, and that's on one. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming from Reese Gray. Right, the catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming from Reese Gray. He swing that one. It was right into the game. And can I get the ball back in time? And Reese Hoskins goes for extra innings and stops at second base. And that's an automatic double for Reese Hoskins. It's 27. That's a double. That's a double for Reese Hoskins. That is 27 double on the season. For a short run drive to Brian David Cruz. All right. And here come the Marlins pitching coach coming to the mound to talk to Trevor Rogers. That ain't good. And the next event for the Phillies, we have Alec Bohm. And the next event for the Phillies, we have one free player on second base, 2 outs, 5 in the third. Here we go. Trevor Rogers got a pitch because we had a great race with it. Oh, and it's called. That made it. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. And it's called. That's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Marlins had 1 run, the Phillies had 2 runs, and that is the end of the third, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the 4th inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Marlins' turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins can do. It's their turn to bat at the top of the 4th. The Marlins also need to stay a paper like we need to win back this season because literally he had two. He homered in 2 straight games. He homered last night, homered again tonight, so he got 2 home runs on his record right now. This is his second home run on the season, like literally. When you hit a home run last night and then tonight's game back to back, 2 straight games, like literally that tells you right there. That tells you right there. That's kind of like saying like, and when you in the patient when that's saying something. I bet you when the Marlins was playing for the Cardinals and was singing the Cardinals, you wasn't hitting no home runs. So I bet you wasn't over there. So you know, come Philly, you hit no runs. That's saying something. Yeah, so I got that. I was drinking that water. You know, gotta stay hydrated. Just kind of special. And my little special. Coming to the bat for the Marlins, we have Joey Wendell coming to the bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 0 outs, top of the fourth. Here we go. Ready for it. Got a pitch coming for Joey. Get ready for it. Right, that catch is good. That's strike one. That's on one. And ready for it. Got another pitch coming for Joey. Get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a foul ball. That's on one. That's on 2. And ready for it. Got another pitch coming for Joey. Get ready for it. He's swinging that one. And the other one caught that one. Throw the first. Throw the reach out the end time. And Joey Wendell is out. Next to bat for the Marlins, we had Jacob Staley coming next to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins plays on base. 1 out, top of the fourth. Here we go. Ready for it. Got a face coming for you, Jacob. Be ready for it. Right, that catch is good. That's strike one. That's on one. They got for the 2 lights. Got 2 lights on the street. Keep it up, y'all. The baseball street's gonna keep going. Be ready for it. Got another face coming for you, Jacob. Be ready for it. He's swinging that one. And that. Swinging that one. That's a foul ball. That's on one, too. Ready for it. Got another face coming for you, Jacob. Be ready for it. And I catch it. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And really probably got another pitch coming for Jacob. Ready for it. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 3. And Jacob Sterling is out. And up next to bat for the Marlins, we have Gerard Incasil coming next to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 2 outs. Top of the board. Here we go. And ready for it. Got a pitch for Gerard. Get ready for it. When that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And ready for the other base camera. Yeah. Ready for swing that one. That's how they go way back there. And it's called by right fielder, left fielder, and that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins have 1 run, the Phillies have 2 runs, and we're moving on to the bottom of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the fourth. Three to AV, Russell comes the bat for 6, the free base of 8, 0 outs, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. And General Rod is going to pitch to me, Vice, get ready for around the catch, got a strike 1-1. General Rod is got another pitch, get ready, Vice, get ready for around the catch, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. Come on, boys. And then probably got a pitch, General Rod has got a pitch, get ready, Vice, get ready for it. He's swinging that one, that's a foul ball, that's a 1-2. And General Rod has got another pitch, get ready, Vice, get ready for it. Ronnie's catch is good, that's a ball 2, that's a 2-2. Really tell you guys what's my favorite player on the Phillies. Yeah, because I got a jersey on right now. And Jay Ross got another pitch coming for you guys get ready for it. Finding catches there, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-2, that's a full count. And Jay Ross got another pitch coming for you guys get ready for it. Swing in the miss, not strike 3, and Vice Hopper is out. Damn, Vice Hopper playing bad. This is Vice Hopper came back. He's been playing bad. That says a whole lot, right? On the first step after the Phillies, we had JT Rizzo coming next step after the Phillies, no free pairs on base. One out. Bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Trevor Rogers got a pitch coming for you, JT. Get ready for it. This catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you, JT. Get ready for it. This catch is good. That's strike one. That's a 1-1. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you, JT. Get ready for it. This catch is good. That's a ball two. That's a 2-1. And Trevor Rogers got that pitch coming for you, JT. Get ready for it. Sweet out. That's a foul ball. That's a 2-2. Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you, JT. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And J2 is out. Hey, J2. Let's walk up here. Says 2019. This goes 6. Wow. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have J2 Gordon coming next to bat for the Phillies. On base, there's some base. 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Here we go. And Trevor Rogers got a pitch coming for the game. Get ready for it. Ready to catch the gun. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for the game. Get ready for it. Ready to catch the gun. That's strike one. That's a 1-1. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for the game. Get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's going. That ball's going. Gone. Solo home run for Gene Segura. And the Phillies have extended their lead. The score is the Marlins have 1 run. The Phillies have 3 runs. And the Phillies got their third run score in the bottom of the fourth thanks to Gene Segura. And this is Gene Segura's 9th home run on the season with a fly ball to the left field. Now the Phillies are 3-1. The Marlins are down 3-1. You can't get past 1 run. Amada Sosa hit a home run this game. Gene Segura hit a home run this game. Oh, this is like, okay, now you see, why you stink? So he was like, Amada, you want to hit a one? I'm going to hit one too. So we have Matt Brandon coming next to bat for the Phillies and 3 players on base. 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth, here we go. Trevor Rogers got pitched and be making ready for a swing line out of second base for the first. In time. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Marlins had 1 run, the Phillies had 3 runs. And that is the end of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the 5th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins' turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins can do. It's their turn to bat at the top of the 5th. That's funny. The Marlins are losing the Phillies because we got 3 runs on our scoreboard right now. They only got 1. Then the Marlins are that bad today? Because literally, like, they just won us to win game 2. Literally. You let 2 Phillies players hit a home run on you. Sosa and Segura, like, how does, like, if I was the Marlins right now, I would be saying, like, well, I was letting that happen. And I don't feel bad for the pitcher of Trevor Rogers. He got 2 home runs and then walked off on it. Got 2 home runs done off of him, so I don't feel bad for him at all because like he let that happen. What up, Liddy? Yo, the Phillies out 3-1 on these Marlins. Yo. I'm sorry. Sorry, I've been not really. That's understandable. So we have already increased the rate for the rollers and rollers based on rate 0, stop the fifth. Here we go. Big birthday picture to birthday food. And see one drive right for the red ribbon. And Ryan did the cool singles and advances the first base. So coming next to Evan Wallace, we have JJ Roy. Coming next to Evan Wallace, and one play on first base. 0 outs, top of the fifth. Here we go. And four got 50, got victory, JJ Roy boy. So with that one. And JJ Roy singles on long drive to Red Ribbon. Red Ribbon, so JJ Roy advanced singles, advances to first base. And Ryan did a coup, advances to second base. Okay, Lenny, you have a question? Ask the question. So we have Miguel Rojas coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got one player on first base and second base. 0 outs, top of the fifth. Here we go. Ready, probably got a pitch for you, Miguel Rojas. Get ready, boys. Right, that catch is good. That's strike one. That's 0-1. How do you see Brad Service since he came back? He still got it, but just a little rusty. But I would say right now, Bryce Harper is not playing as the way he's not playing like the MVP Bryce Harper that I know. He's getting striked outs and stuff. Tonight's game, he got striked out. Last night's game, he got striked out. I was like, what? Like, Bryce was, I just don't even know what to say. Like, he didn't get himself on base tonight. It's like, what is happening? Something ain't right. He still hit. Just I feel like he was hitting more than 40. Yeah, he was. And anybody got another pitch so we get balls. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball. And that's on one too. And then check in to make sure he can almost try to throw that ball to the second baseman. But then, yeah, but then Ron did the got back to that second base bag, but he almost got picked off. That's what it's doing. Rifle guy. I want him to keep doing great. He can't even come back. I know, right? It seems crazy. He keeps getting stuck out like he's hit right. And everybody got pictures of their walls, get ready for it. And the ball is swinging, and the ball is caught by the center field, Brandon Morris. And Miguel Rojas is out. So coming up next to bat for the Marlins, we have Charles Lee Charles the bat for the Marlins. We got Mark players on first base and second base. 1 out, top of the fifth. Here we go. And really probably got a pitch coming for Charles and Ray Boyd. Right, that catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. And really probably got a pitch coming for Charles and Ray Boyd. Right, that catch is good. That's a ball too. That's a 2 out. And really probably got another pitch coming for Charles and Ray Boyd. Right, that catch is good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3 out. See, Randy, you missed yesterday. Because yesterday was the anniversary of my YouTube channel yesterday. I was like, damn, yesterday was the anniversary of my YouTube channel yesterday. Yeah, because, so it's been 9 years since I did this gaming channel. And I was like, dang, if I said money miss, didn't even know about that. If money was came out, I didn't even know about that. And ready for got another face cut for charge and ready for it. Right now, catch good. That's a strike one. That's a 3-1. Oh, he was injured. He basically went and just passed on the stats back. I know, right? We ain't gonna end up with a 99. And ready for got another face cut for charge and ready for it. And the catch got a strike two. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. Yeah. And then ready for got another face for charge and ready for it. Swing down. That's a 5-ball and still 3-2. And ready for got another face for charge and ready for it. He swing down and it's called by right fielder Matt Boone. Alright. And that's a single. And Charlie Graded advances to first base for the Marlins. And Jenny Willie advances to second base. When Ryan De La Cruz scores a run, and the Marlins get the second one score in the top of the fifth. So the score is the Marlins have 2 runs, the Phillies have 3 runs, and the Marlins get the second one score in the top of the fifth thanks to Ryan De La Cruz. Great! The Marlins got another one, they're going to tie the game on. Like, literally, this is just like, looking like it's going to go for that. What did you have in there? Mine's treating me good. And what I ate for dinner, I just like a turkey hot dog thingy. And it's like a turkey hot dog on the hot dog one. Yeah. So the score right now is 3-2. So pretty much it's 3-2. So the Phillies have 3 runs, the Marlins have 2 runs. So the Marlins can get one more run to tie this game up, which I hope that don't happen because right now we don't want to do that. And also, 2 Phillies hit a home run this game. Ron Soto hit his second home run on the season. And I think James go hit his 27 home run on the season. I think so, something like that. So, yeah. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we got Gary Cooper coming next to bat for the Marlins. We have one player on first base and second base. One out, top of the fifth. Here we go. And very probably got a pitch coming for you, Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. Right now, catch is good. That's strike one. That's all one. And very probably got another pitch coming for you, Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. Right now, catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-1. That's right. Those type of hot dogs. I don't see balls. You didn't know? I didn't know that. I did not know that. I got them. I got them 2 hot dogs from my work from my job because we had them yesterday. So when I get out the kids and I said I took 2 home. So and very probably got another face coming for you. Get cool, get ready with. And the ball is called by right field and bad feeling. And Gary Cooper is out. I said, but he's like gone. He's like, next to that for the Marlins, we have Alonso Garcia coming next to that for the Marlins. We got Ron Perez on first base and second base. 0 out. 2 outs. Top of the fifth. Here we go. Hey, finally got a pitch coming in. Was, was, so Garcia. Right now, catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And very finally got another pitch coming in. So Garcia, get ready for it. That catch is good. That's a ball, too. That's a 2-0. If anybody got that face cream also, that's the way. And what is called by Whitefield and Bad Billy, and that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins had 2 runs, the Phillies had 3 runs, and we're moving on to the bottom of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do. It's their turn to bat at the bottom of the fifth. Coming to bat for the Phillies, we have Brandon Morris coming to bat for the Phillies. No free fans on base. Bottom of the fifth. Here we go. And Trent Rogers got a pitch coming for you, ready to get ready for it. Randy catches there. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. No, Randy catches got a strike 1. That's on 1. And Trent Rogers got another pitch coming for you, ready to get ready for it. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's on 1-2. And Trent Rogers got another pitch coming for you, ready to get ready for it. Randy catches there. That's strike 3. And Brandon Marsh is out. Dang it, Marshy. And the next event for the Phillies, we have Amanda Sosa. And the next event for the Phillies, no free pass on base. 1 out, 5 on the fifth. Here we go. Trevor Rogers got a pitch there for you. Amanda, get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch there for you. Amanda, get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball, 2. That's a 2-0. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you. Marlins get ready for it. Marlins catches zone. That's a strike two. That's a strike one. That's a 2-1. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you. Marlins get ready for you. The way he caught that one. And sweet that one. That's a 5-ball. That's a 2-2. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you. Marlins get ready for you. Sweet that one. Right there. Come on, run. Wait. And that's a sing. Wait. And that's a and that and the Marlins Sosa is safe and will remain at first base. That's what I'm talking about. You don't take out my boy Marlon Sosa. He looking right like he can see them. It ain't safe to go. No, ain't no kidding. See, I had to go with my space right there because none of this hate is what I do, man. Y'all try this. Now you. Mother ran so fast his helmet came home. He was like, no. He was like, my helmet gone. Put his hands up, you know. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we got Kyle Sword. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we got one free pair on first base. One out, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. And Trevor Rogers got a pitch coming for you, Kyle. Get ready for it. And catches the other strike one is on one. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you, Kyle. Get ready for it. A swing and a miss, and that's strike two. That's on 1-2. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you, Kyle. Get ready for it. Running catch, good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And the Marlins Sosa advances to second base. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you, Kyle. Get ready for it. Alright, this catch is done. That's a ball two. That's a 2-2. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you, Kyle. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And Kyle Sword is out. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Reese Hoskins. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have one free pair on second base, 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. And Trevor Rogers got a pitch coming for you. Reese, get ready for the catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And Jay Rogers got another face coming for you. Reese, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one. That's a 1-1. And Jay Rogers got another face coming for you. Reese, get ready for it. Swing that one right through the game. And swing that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-2. And Jay Rogers got another face coming for you. Reese, get ready for it. He swing that one. That's another foul ball. It's still 1-2. And Jay Rogers got another face coming for you. Reese, get ready for it. Riding catch the girl. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. And the girl picked up on the road. He ran up the second base bag. And Jay Rogers got another face coming for you. Reese, get ready for it. He swinging that one. And that's a foul ball. And it's still 2-2. And Jay Rogers got another face coming for you. Reese, get ready for it. Riding catch the girl. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. And Jay Rogers got another face coming for you. Reese, he swing that with the second base in the first time. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Marlins had 2 runs, the Phillies had 3 runs, and that's the end of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the sixth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins' turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins can do. It's their turn to bat at the top of the sixth. Thanks. This is just. Right off the bat for the Marlins, we had Joey Wendell come to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base, 0, top of the 6th. Here we go. And they're going to pitch over to the Joey. Swing that one. Let's reach to the ground. And then baseball called dead. It's stuck in that bag. Woo! What a play right there. And Joey Wendell's out. Let's look again. Hey, Reese couldn't get to that ball. Oh. Reese got it. He threw in the first. He threw it to the pitcher, which is very, and he swung it into the bag. And Joey Wendell's out. Reese caught that baseball, but he threw it to the pitcher. So you can get, so that way the baseball get in the bag. And that's a good play. And Joey Wendell is out. And the next at bat for the Marlins, we got Jacob Stanley. Next at bat for the Marlins, and one players on base. One out, top of the 6th. Here we go. Ready for it. Got a pitch coming for you, Jacob. Get ready for it. Right, the catch is good. That's strike one. Right, that catch is good. That's strike one. That's on one. Yeah, ready for it. Got another pitch coming for you, Jacob. Get ready for it. He swing that one. I'm like, oh, right through. Passing one's going to hit the dirt. And that's a single. And Jacob Stanley advances to first base for the Marlins. And Marlins could got there. Right there, Marlins could have had that. Oh, right there. Here comes the general manager. About time to come up to the mountain and talk to Barry Bonds. Thank you. A second week of the game. Pitching change for the Marlins. Pitching change for the Phillies. We got Rockets is in the red for the Marlins and one first base. We'll play first base, 2 outs, top of 6 here. We got Pittsburgh, Byron running catch, that's the ball, that's a 1 0. We got the Pittsburgh, Byron running catch, that's the ball, 2, that's a 2 0. And we got the Pittsburgh, Byron running catch, that's a swing, it's a strike 1, that's a 2 1. And we got the Pittsburgh, Byron running catch, that's a ball, 3, that's a 3 1. And we got the Pittsburgh, Byron running catch, that's a strike 2, that's a 3 2, that's a full count. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, and that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score is the Phillies have 2 runs, the Marlins have 3 runs, and moving on to the bottom of the 6th again. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see, the first inning was their turn to bat at the bottom of the 6th. So yeah, they both coming to bat for the Phillies. No Phillies has a base 0 outs, bottom of the 6th. Here we go. Trevor Rogers got a pitch coming for you. Get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 0. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you. Get ready for it. Running catch is good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2 0. And Trevor Rogers got another pitch coming for you. Get ready for it. Swing that one. And the way right there. And it's called a left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. And Adam Grove is out. MVP, MVP, Harvard Nation, Harvard Nation. Big time MVP, Vice Lord comes to bat for the Phillies, no Phillies could be vice versa. You swing at that one, that's a foul ball, and that's on one. Everybody got pretty good. You know, you watching kids are watching this game at home. You know, they and to the rest of the pitch could be vice versa. You swing at that one, that's another foul ball, and that's on one too. You know, I just enjoy sometimes I just like get in the game with me. And she was gonna face gonna be vice versa. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three, and vice versa. What is going on with Rice? I don't even know what's wrong with the man. I don't know. Why he's not playing like MVP4 like he normally would. I don't get. Before he was getting a lot of hits, now it's like he's just scared and you know, play like he normally does. What's up with them? And the next event for the Phillies, we had JT Rizzo. To the next event for the Phillies, and no big players on base. 2 hours, 5 6. Here we go. Two runs got pitch because we JT Rizzo. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's on one. The rest is hating. This is what they're like. I don't play so bad. And two runs got the pitch because we JT Rizzo. And because that's a ball, that's a 1 run. The power of 1 second, the ball is one. And two runs got the pitch because we JT Rizzo. You swing at that one, that's a foul ball, that's a 1-2. And two runs got the pitch because we JT Rizzo. You swing at that one, the high in the air. And it's gone. That's that's 3 outs for the Phillies. 6 runs. The Marlins had 2 runs. The Phillies had 3 runs. And that's the end of the sixth, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the seventh inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins turn to bat. That's what the Marlins can do is their turn to bat at the top of the seventh. It's like something just not right about Bryce Harper tonight. Something just ain't right about him. He's not playing like the way we know he was before he got injured. Ever since that injury, it just messed up his whole like confidence level to like play like he normally does. Literally, it's just like that whole thing just messed up him. And last time that his rehab assignment, he was out there just doing his thing, and he was just like, you know, I think them called him back up too soon. We probably would have did it. It would have let him stay longer than that Valley and got better. That probably would have helped him a little bit more. But yeah, you got rushed it. So Okay, coming up the bat for the Marlins, we have JJ Belide coming up the bat for the Marlins, and Marlins players on base. 0 outs, top of the 7th, here we go. In the league, they got Pittsburgh, Big JJ, the Rainbow. Running catch is good. That's strike one, that's on one. And in the league, they got Pittsburgh, Big JJ, the Rainbow, swing down. And that goes right to the game. And that's a single. And JJ Belide advances to first base for the Marlins. And the next event for the Marlins, we have Miguel Rojas coming next event for the Marlins. And we got one more player at first base. 0 outs, top of the 7th, here we go. And in the league, they got Pittsburgh, Miguel Rojas, the Rainbow. Right, that catches it. That's a ball, that's a 1 out. And the picture of the Reese Hoskins to make sure that JJ Lee didn't get the first base bag. Pick up it to number 1 at first base. And the Pittsburgh where you get Rojas the Rainbow. On the catch good. That's strike 1, that's a 1-1. And the Pittsburgh where you get Rojas the Rainbow. On the catch good. That's a ball 2, that's a 2-1. And the Pittsburgh where you get Rojas the Rainbow. On the catch good. That's a ball 3, that's a 3-1. And the other Pittsburgh where you get Rojas the Rainbow. Swing and a miss, and that's strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's a 3-2. That's a punt count. And the other Pittsburgh where we get Rojas the Rainbow. And he swing there, right, his right there, the ball is on his right in JT's foot. Sweet that one. That's a 5-ball. It's still 3-2. Here's your lead together. Face together. Get rolls to Maywood. That's strike 3. And get rolls is out. And then do the ball over to do the baseball over to Robinson. Robinson to try to prevent Jenny Williams from starting second. Jenny Williams try to start the second base. And Jenny do a pickup attempt at first base and the runners was attacked him, so Jenny believe they is out. So that means that Miguel Rojas is out, and then also Jenny believe they is out too. He tries to start the second, so he got to take out the second base. This is another half of somebody's fun. Have somebody's body, you know. And the next event for the Marlins, we have Charles Lee Waits. Coming the next event for the Marlins, and one players on base, 2 outs, top of 7. Here we go. Really, the base gonna play Charles already won. It's really that one. That's a 5-ball. That's on one. No, that's a swing and a miss. That's straight one. That's on one. It's really the got base gonna play Charles already won. Running catch the That's a strike 2. That's on 2. It's really the got base gonna play Charles already won. Running catch good. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. It's really the base gonna play Charles already won. Running catch good. That's a ball 2. That's a 2-2. And really together, base gonna play Charles already won. Running catch good. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. Mm-hmm. And really together, base gonna play Charles already won. So that one. That's a 5-ball. That's still 3-2. together, pitch together, play Charles, Gray Wood. The catch got a strike three, and that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins had 2 runs, the Phillies had 3 runs. And we went on to the bottom of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do with their turn to bat at the bottom of the 7th. So pitching change for the Marlins. So Trevor Rogers got pitch for today. And Hasselcar, Rezo Lane coming to pitch for the Marlins. Yeah, Jesus Wood coming to bat for the Phillies. No favorites, no base, 0 bottom of the 7th. Here we go. So Hasselcar got a pitch for the Junior Rayburn. Running catch as well. That's strike 1, that's on 1. And Hasselcar got another pitch for the Junior Rayburn. Running catch as well. That's a ball, that's a 1-2. And this is a ball, that's a 1-1. Yeah, anybody today. So listen to stream probably is. There's a pitch for the Junior Raywood. You swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-2. There we go. She's only two. And here's a pitch for the Junior Raywood. Swing over the second baseman through the first in time. And G's is going down. And the next to the Phillies, we have Matt Bailey. Coming next to the Phillies, no free pass on base. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Here we go. This is a girl, got a picture of baby, make a ready for running catch girl. That's a ball, that's a 1 out. So every time it's called. That's a single. It goes right into the dirt. That's a single. And that really advances the first base for the Phillies. And that's the battle of the next comeback Phillies. We have Brandon Wells coming next to battle of Phillies. 135 first base. 1-0. 5-7. Here we go. This is how I got a pitch. Gonna be ready to get ready for it. Right to catch it there. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And who's the guy? Got a pitch. Gonna be ready to get ready for it. Right to catch it there. That's strike one. That's a 1-1. The swing, the reason that's strike one, that's 1-1. Here's the guy. Got a pitch. Gonna be ready to get ready for it. And we have been the rest of the second base. And Brandon Marsh is out. Next event, okay, so Mayberry is out at second base, okay. So next we have the Phillies, we have Marlins, so next we have the Phillies, we have 1-3 at second base, 2 outs, bottom of the 7, here we go. And who's the guy got the pitch gonna be one to get ready for it, running catch go, that's strike one, that's 0-1. And here's the guy got the pitch gonna be one to get ready for it. Swing in the mids, and that's strike two, that's 0-2. And this guy got a pitch to be running ready for running catch the gun. That's a ball. That's a 1-2. And here's the guy got a pitch to be running get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a 5-ball. That's a 1-2. And he's ready to put the pitch in the ball. Just figured out that's a 5-ball, that's a 1-2. And it's gonna get the pitch that runs and get ready for a running catch now. That's a ball too, that's a 2-2. And it's gonna get the pitch that runs and get ready for right to the game. And Ronald's money, no helmet. And Ronald Sosa advances to second base. And second double. But Matt Valen scores a run. The Phillies get their 4-run score in the bottom of the seventh. So the score is the Marlins got 2 runs, the Phillies got 4 runs, and the Phillies get the 4th run score in the bottom of the seventh thanks to Matt Valen. I said, get my helmet, it's gonna keep on falling off. So, this little game final. And it's still state of the line. And the next event of the Phillies, we have Josh Moore coming next event of the Phillies. Got one big player of second base, 2 runs, bottom 7 here. This is how I got a pitch coming for Chicago Red Bulls. Right to catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1-out. So, yeah, this is a pitch coming for Chicago Red Bulls. Right to catch is a strike. Runners on 1. This is a runner, so his first 11 double on the season. Wow. It's going to be for him. And this is how I got a pitch coming for Chicago Red Bulls. Let me turn it down. That's strike 2 that's 0-2. But the catcher tried to do a pick. The catcher tried to do the baseball over to the second baseman and tried to do a pickup attempt on the Masteryhi Sosa. And over to get a horse to make sure that Masteryhi got a second base back. Pick up to number 1 at second base. And Masteryhi Sosa saved at second base. Whoo, they tried to pick him up, but they didn't want to. Safe. And here's the time I got another piece coming for Chicago Red Bulls. So that's swing and a miss, not strike 3. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. The score is the Marlins have 2 runs, the Phillies have 4 runs. And that is the end of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the 8th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins can do is they turn the bat at the top of the 8th. You gotta the Marlins still got 2 runs. They can't get past that. They just want us to win this game. Like, all we got is, we actually got 1 inning after the 8. Once we done the 8 innings and all that stuff, then we got 1 inning to go. We're gonna start the 8 inning after the commercial break, but still, like, look at this. Pitching change for the Phillies, so as you release that pitcher tonight, coming to pitch for the Phillies to be Jose Alvarado. To turn at the bat for the Marlins, we have Gary Cooper coming to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 0 outs, top of the 8th. Here we go. Jose got a pitch coming for Gary Cooper. Get ready for it. Swing down. Oh, that's what he starts in. And time. And Gary Cooper is out. And then next the bat for the Marlins, we have Evoluso Garcia coming next to bat for the Marlins. And the Marlins players on base. 1 out, top of the 8th. Here we go. Runner catches good. That's strike one. That's on one. Swing and a miss. And that's strike two. That's 1-2. Let's see, we're gonna pitch here. Let's see, great boy. Let's see, that's the bag right there. That's strike three. And that was still gonna see it is out. Swing and miss. That's strike three. It was still gonna see it is out. And that's the bad for the Marlins. We have John Bernstein coming next to bat for the Marlins. And one player on base. 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Here we go. And we got a pitch for John. Great boy. Swing and miss. And that's strike one. That's on one. Another pitch for Great boy. And the catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1. That's a 1-1. And another pitch for Great boy. And the catch is good. That's strike two. That's a 1-2. Let's see, I really got a picture for you, you have to wait for it. It's look at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 1-2. I'm saying I really got a picture for you. You know, this is first in time. That's 3 outs for the Marlins. The score is the Marlins had 2 runs, the Phillies had 4 runs, and moving on to the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn to red. Let's see, the Phillies will give us their turn to red at the bottom of the 8th. We cut at the bat for the Phillies. We have Reese House to cut the bat for the Phillies. So Phillies pass the base, 0 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. Here's the got a pitch, Reese, get ready for it. Right then catches down, that's strike 1, that's 0-1. And here's the got a pitch, Reese, get ready for it. Right then catches down, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. And here's the got another pitch, for you, Reese, get ready for it. Right then catches down, that's a ball 2, that's a 2-1. And the rest of the swing is a check with the second is the ball, that's a 1, and the ball 2 is 2-1. And here's the got another pitch, for you, Reese, get ready for it. And you swing at that one, that's a 5-ball, that's over, you swing at that one, that's a 5-ball, that's a 2-2. And his pitch gonna reach swing at that one. And it's called by center period, Ryan De Cruz, and Reese Hoskins is out. To the next event of the Phillies, we have add one to the next event of the Phillies, on Phillies. 1-0. Probably here we go. As a got a pitch in the video, the rate of running catch good as a strike one, that's 0-1. And as a got another pitch in the video, the rate of running catch is good, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. And I don't know. So you guys put the head on the head that he won. And as a got another pitch in the video, get ready for it. And that's a ball two, that's 2-1. And as a got another pitch in the video, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two, that's a 2-2. And has got another pitch can be aggravated for swing that one. Oh, and that and that's a single. And that ball advances to first base for the Phillies. MVP, MVP, Harvard Nation, Harvard Nation. Big time MVP Barcelona comes to bat for the Phillies. The next event for the Phillies, you have one for the fan first base. 1 out, bottom of the 8th, here we go. Come on, boys. Make something happen, man. And Hustle got a pitch coming for you boys. Get ready for him. And then catch is going. And then catch is going. That's a ball. That's a winner. And Hustle got another pitch coming for you boys. Get ready for him. And then catch is going. That's a ball too. That's a 2-0. And Hustle got another pitch coming for you boys. Get ready for him. And then catch is going. That's a ball 3. That's a 3-0. I said no. Who back on this time? And Hustle got another pitch coming for you boys. Get ready for him. And that is ball 4. And Vice Thomas is walk and will advance to first base. And Adam Bone will advance to second base. That's what I'm talking about. She finally got second base. And that's the bat for the Phillies. We have JT Rizzo coming next to bat for the Phillies. We got Philly players on first base and second base. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. And that's the call got the pitch coming for JT Rizzo. Right, catch is good. That's a ball. That's a 1 out. And here's the card of the pitch going to be JT. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one. That's a 1-1. And here's the card of the pitch coming for you, JT. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. That's a 1-2. And here's the card of the pitch coming for you, JT. Get ready for it. Ready, catch is good. That's a ball two. That's a 2-2. And here's the card of the pitch coming for you, JT. Get ready for it. Ready, catch is good. That's a ball three. That's a 3-2. That's a full count. And how's the card got no fish could be JT Raymond. Swing the miss, and that's strike three. And JT Ramirez is out. Next to bat for the Phillies, we have Jason Gore coming next to bat for the Phillies. We got Philly fans on first base and second base. 2 outs. Bottom of the eighth. Here we go. And here's the card got a fish coming for Eugene. Get ready for it. Ready to catch his gun. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. And here's the card got another fish coming for Eugene. Get ready for it. And the catch gun. That's a ball two. That's a 2-0. They almost shot running and they caught him. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. The score is the Marlins had 2 runs, the Phillies had 4 runs. And that's the end of the eighth, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the ninth and final inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins' turn to bat. Let's see what the Marlins do is their turn to bat at the top of the ninth. pitching change for the Phillies, so but the Reds that pitch for they come to the pitching for the Phillies to be kind of bargain. They always gotta like the Phillies, yeah. So coming up the bat for the Marlins, we had Jacob Stanley coming to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on 8-0, top of the ninth. Here we go. And got the ball, got a pitch coming for Jacob Raymond. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one. That's strike one. That's on one. And got the ball, got a pitch coming for Jacob Raymond. When that catch is good, that's a ball. That's a 1-1. And got the ball, got a pitch coming for Jacob Raymond. When that catch is good, that's a ball two. That's a 2-1. And got the ball, got a pitch coming for Jacob Raymond. Swing and a miss, and that's straight two. That's a 2-2. Incredible, got no pitch coverage, get it away from it. He swing at that one. That's a foul ball. That's a 2-2. Incredible, got no pitch coverage, get it away from it. He swing at that one. That's another foul ball. That's still 2-2. Incredible, got no pitch coverage, get it away from it. Swing that high. Oh! Swing that one. Then that's another foul ball. That's still 2-2. And Redfield was trying to catch that one. Incredible, got that pitch coverage, get it away from it. He swing at that one. That's another foul ball. That's still 2-2. Had to work on that face cam for you. The wait voice with that one. I mean, it's gonna wait right there, and it's going gone. Solo home run for Jacob Stanley. And the Marlins advanced their lead. Advanced their lead. So the score, the Marlins have 3 runs, the Phillies have 4 runs, and the Marlins get that third run score in the bottom of the ninth thanks to Jacob Stanley. Great, this is gonna tie this game. Bop. Great, good boy. You gotta hit that one. Really do. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we have Brian De La Cruz. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, the Marlins players on base. 0 top of the ninth. Here we go. Got the ball, got a pitch, got a free Brian, get ready for it. Run that catch is good. That's the ball, that's a 1-0. I got the ball, got that pitch, got a free Brian, get ready for it. Run that catch is good. That's strike 1, that's a 1-1. Anyway, so yeah, because it's ready for the Marlins, the Marlins play the base, 0 top of the here we go. Got the ball, got a pitch, got a free. Here, run the catch, that's the ball, that's a 1-0. Got the ball, got that pitch, got a run the catch, got a strike 1, that's a 1-1. And kind of like I never face good girl. Between that one, that's a 5-ball, that's a 1-2. And kind of like I never face good where you go. So yeah, we're right to the game. And that's a single. And yeah, gotta advances to first base for the Marlins. Right now he's going to the bench. And Luke Williams is he's gonna run at the first base for him. What? I'm just saying, That's the bat for the Marlins. We have Ryan Anderson coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got 1 run play on first base. 2 outs. Top nine. Here we go. I'm about to pitch for Luis Harris to make sure that Luke Williams got the first base bag. People are taking 1 at first base. And got the ball, got a pitch coming for you, Ryan. Right now, catch is gone. That's a ball. That's a 1-0. The pitch over Luis Harris to make sure that Luke Williams got the first base bag. Pick up a number 2 at first base. And got another base coming for you, Brian. Get ready for it. Run the And talk about got that picture for you, right? Everyone. And you see that one, that's a 5-1, that's a 2-1. And talk about got that picture for you, right? You're ready for a runner catch zone. That is strike 2, that's a 2-2. Talk about got another pitch coming for you, right? You're ready for it. Right now, got another pitch on the top dimension. We win it at the first base, right? Pick up a 10 number 3 at first base. And I got that pitch coming for you, ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Brian Anderson is out. I need two more outs, and then we got game. To the next at bat for the Walls, we had J.J. Bleed coming next at bat for the Walls. We got one more player on first base, 1 out, top of the ninth. Here we go. And kind of well got a pitch in for J.J. get ready for it. Other catch good, that's strike 1, that's 0-1. And kind of well into the pitch of the retouch to make sure that Luke Wins got the first base bag. Pick over 10 number 4 at first base. And kind of well got a pitch over the retouch to make sure that Luke Wins got the first base bag. Pick over 10 number 5 at first base. And kind of well got that pitch in for J.J. to get ready for it. Other catch good, that's a ball, that's a 1-1. And kind of well got that pitch in for J.J. to get ready for it. Other catch is good, that's a ball too, that's a 2-1. And kind of well got that pitch coming for you, for J.J. to get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's a 2-2. And kind of well got that pitch coming for J.J. to get ready for it. Swing that one, that's a 5-1, that's a 2-2. Colorado got no face because the full you take away from. Runner catches red, that's a ball 3, that's a 3-2, that's a full kill. And Colorado got no face because the full you take away from. It's called, but it's called, but, JT Reader. And JT Reader is out. One more. And we got game. One more out. And next event for the Marlins, we have Miguel Rojas coming in. Next event for the Marlins, got one run play on first base, 2 outs, 7-9 here. Kind got a pitch coming for you. Miguel Rojas. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one, that's 0-1. And got a pitch coming for you. Miguel Rojas, the right one. Wants to call that. Oh! And that's the game. Phillies win. The Phillies win, and the Phillies advance to 75-61 on the season, and the Marlins shut down to 55-80 on the season. The Phillies get their 75th win, the Marlins get their 80th balls. And playing the game is a Miles Sosa with a home run, a single, a double, 3 RBIs, second home run in as many games. Yeah, so shout out to Lenny for joining the stream. And shout out to Lenny for joining the stream. Thank you guys for watching, and shout out to Lenny for joining the stream. And yeah, the Phillies got the Phillies did good tonight, did good tonight, so yeah. So hope you enjoy the rest of hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. And I will see you guys right back here tomorrow for the Phillies versus the Marlins let's see you here tomorrow for the Phillies versus the Marlins for game 3 of the 3-game series on my YouTube channel at 6:25 p.m. Let's see if the Phillies can go for the sweep tomorrow and knock the Marlins off. And and we want to the National Series start on Friday. So let's see if we can get the sweep tomorrow, guys. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night, and I will see you guys tomorrow night on my next Phillies Live favorite way. Good night, everybody. A good win by the Phillies. Let's go Phillies. Yeah.